Can you drive a car with L plates on if you're not a learner driver? This is without doubt one of the most misunderstood things about learning to drive. So today I'm going to give you the definitive answer. But first of all, what do you think? Is it okay for someone to drive a car with L plates on? Is it legal? Is it illegal? Well, let's go through it now. Let's have a look at the answer. Now I'm going to have a look at the highway code. I've got it in front of me there on the dashboard. So the highway code says any vehicle driven by a learner must display red L plates. So if you're a learner, you must display L plates whenever you're learning. In Wales, either red D plates, red L plates or both can be used. Now the next part is a really important bit. Plates must conform to legal specifications. Now, a lot of people make the mistake when they learn with their parents or their friends or relatives. They just print out a big red L and stick it on the front of the car on a bit of paper. That isn't legal. It must be the exact correct size for it to be legal, and that's so it meets minimum requirements for eyesight standards. So I don't recommend you ever print them out. Just go and buy one. They're quite cheap anyway. I think you can get them for £1. So it's not worth taking the risk. The next part says that the plates must be clearly visible to others from in front of the vehicle and from behind. Now this is one area a lot of people get wrong. Let's read that again. Must be clearly visible. Clearly visible means on the outside of the car. If you have L plates on the inside, they are not clearly visible. Now I heard of a case once where somebody crashed into someone who was learning to drive, and they won the case because the learner had the L plates inside the vehicle. Do not have L plates inside your vehicle. They must be outside. Why? We'll see in a video clip in a moment now. The first car has the L plates inside the window. Now, in this clip you can actually see them quite well, but if the sun was to shine on that glass, you may not see the L plate. If the window is tinted darkly, you may not see them, so they should be on the outside of the vehicle. Now, you don't have to by law have them on the outside of the vehicle, but the law does say that they must be clearly visible. So therefore, if they're inside the vehicle, it could be argued in court that they were not clearly visible. So please have your L plates outside the car, not inside the car. I remember once when I turned up for a driving test and somebody had their L plates inside, and the examiner said, "We can't do it, they've got to be outside." So you won't be taken, or you shouldn't be taken on test if the L plates are inside the vehicle. Let's move on. The next part answers the question which a lot of people will be asking. Plates should be removed or covered when not being driven by a learner, and in brackets it says, except on driving school vehicles. So many people think, oh, it's because I'm a driving instructor, I can drive with L plates on. That's wrong. I'm an instructor. If I go and drive any old car now with L plates on, it's wrong. You shouldn't do that. The only exception, the only 2 times you can drive with L plates on is if you are a learner driver or if it's a driving school car. Notice I say if it's a driving school car, not if you're a driving instructor. The fact I'm an instructor has got nothing to do with me being allowed to drive with L plates on. Anyone could get into a driving school car and drive it. So if you're a full licence holder, yes, you can drive a car with L plates on, so long as it's a driving school car. Now the reason behind that is quite simply it wouldn't be practical to keep taking the plates on off every few minutes. It would be a nightmare to keep taking them on off all the time. So driving school cars are allowed to have them on. So what is a driving school car? A driving school car is a car which is the primary use of that vehicle must be for driving tuition. So not if it's your parents' car that you've put L plates on. That doesn't make it a driving school car. It doesn't have to have dual controls, but if it does, that would be an excellent example of it being a driving school car. So there you go. The answer is, can you drive a car with L plates on? Yes, if you're a learner or if it's a driving school car. Now, although I wouldn't advise this in theory, I could drive down the motorway with L plates on with my roof sign on, and that's legal because it's a driving school car. And I have seen instructors doing that before, and it's quite funny when you see members of the public thinking, oh, it's a learner on the motorway, what's going on? It's not a learner because there's only one person in the car. Hopefully it shouldn't be a learner. But yeah, there you go. So the answer is yes, you can drive with L plates on if you're a full licence holder, but you must be in a driving school car. The thing I mentioned about the the visibility is important, because you might go out with all the best intentions wanting to be insured. You may not be insured if you've got L plates inside the vehicle, because if the other person says they were inside the vehicle and I've got a dash cam and I can prove it, you could end up in trouble there. So that's the answer to that question. Hope that sorted that out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.